Welcome back. What's up, Colt? How you feeling?
What's up, my boy?
We ain't noted. Back at it again.
Pleasure to be here.
Now, for real.
I was born and raised in Laurel, Maryland. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh. Seems like a lot of greatness is coming out of Laurel. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Whether it's,
as much as people try to hate on us and act like we out the way, everybody still be out here doing business and doing whatever the fuck you gotta do out here. So
you'd be surprised who the fuck we run into out here, bro. Definitely be running into niggas. When did you start, producing and stuff?
Shoot, I started making beats, like, the transition of me dropping out of college for real, like, 2018.
So you were a college boy. What'd you do, football?
Yeah, I played football for a year, my freshman year. Oh, shit. I tried to play my second year, but I ended up getting my grades up, so. Then I had to figure out something, because, I couldn't keep going to school and not playing sports, so started making beats, because my roommate, he was rapping, and he was like, bro, you might as well make beats. So I started making beats.
Where have you been noted?
Shoot, Troy Ave, from New York, Big Flock, DMV. Paco Panama, big one right now. Long Live Goon, I got a song with Goon. It was supposed to come out, but it didn't end up staying out. That's a whole different situation. Worked with a couple people out of Memphis. Rapped on me and Juvie beat. CEO Jizzle, Kato 2 times. Zoe Trap a lot. Like those are artists signed to they signed to like right? Nah, not 1017, like Paper Route, Key Glock.
Yeah, that's big though. Is that like producing or like producing and engineering?
On some real shit, it was Juvie beat, but he just threw my tag on there. I had mixed that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Juvie.
And recorded that jump. Yeah, shout out my dog. I'm trying to think, it's a lot of people, but I know I'm leaving some names off. Them probably like the biggest though.
So, I guess speaking of that, when did you and Juvie meet each other?
Shit. So I told you when I dropped out of school, I was making beats. So when I started making beats, I was like, all right, the next step after I got good at making beats was find a studio. So first studio I ended up hitting up on Instagram was Hit Factory. You know what I'm saying? And long live my man Smoke. Smoke ended up giving me an opportunity. He was like, yeah, bro, you can come through, be an intern. And then first day, me being an intern, I ended up meeting Juvie. He was like, boom, you just put me with Juvie. Because, you know what I'm saying, Juvie was working in the studio at the time. And then after that, everything was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit happened in between that, but here we are today. We're like our own studio, track house, our own brand and shit.
I say, tell the people about it a little bit, like, I guess what else you do other than, just producing and engineering.
Shit. Me and my man's Juvie own the studio. We got our dealer's license. We're going to start turning that up soon. You know what I'm saying? Selling used cars and shit. I don't know, like spending time with my family, Mm-hmm. Shit, I don't know. I play the video games a lot. Nothing for real. Listen to music other than music. Music is a big part of my life for real.
So has it always been a big part of your life?
Not a huge part. Like I used to play the piano when I was in middle school and elementary school, but once I started playing football heavy in high school, I stopped. So that's kind of where I dropped off in music. But I always really had a love for music. Like I always used to listen to songs for beats. Even though I had my favorite rappers and shit, I always used to listen to certain songs just for the beats.
I can definitely agree, man. Just growing up, went from saxophone to football and lacrosse and shit. Next thing you know, you forget all about music.
Facts.
I'm telling you, right when you leave, it ends up right back in your life that fast, bro.
Just like that, 6 years later, I ended up needing my piano skills. I forgot all them jumps. But it's cool.
Not real.
It's just life.
I guess, did you want to play the piano when you first started?
Not really. But I ended up growing a liking for it, towards the end. Towards 7th, 8th grade, I started liking the piano. You know what I'm saying? People used to be like, play me a song. Then I played a song. Then they, you know what I'm saying? Their reaction just used to give me a good feeling.
Nah, so, real though. I'm about to say, how useful would you say is the piano in your producer life now? Even as an engineer too.
I mean, just knowing music theory and just knowing how some certain stuff should sound just in general, like it plays a big part. Like tone, like being tone trained. Like everybody can't say they tone trained because you hear like some people might not be in the right key when you recording them, or you know what I'm saying, just small stuff like that. But that's why I'm grateful for just the gifts I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to use them joints to the best of my ability.
Would you say you were like musically inclined?
I think so. Even though I can't just pick up an instrument and play that jump, you know what I'm saying? Like some people be making out the same, but I think I'm musically inclined to like, I know it sounds good, like good to the ear to like a lot of other people, not just me.
Mm-hmm. So like, this one's a little deeper, but like, where'd you feel like that mindset came from to kind of just like hone yourself in and, you know, be your best self?
Shoot, just like me trying to find myself when I told you when I stopped playing football was like the biggest part of my life before I started making music. So once I put football down, it was like I had to find myself all over again. So and then music was that for me. Mm-hmm. And then like every day I just be making beats, just trying to take steps. I'll probably be watching YouTube videos for hours on how to make beats, watching somebody famous making beats, just like picking up on just little shit or just like listening to a beat, whatever. And like that's what really helped me to find out who I am today. You know what I'm saying? All my friends, like Juvie, you, everybody in Track House, my mom. You know what I'm saying? She was never like, I don't know the word, but she was just like, go for your dreams type. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I got you with whatever. So
that's a real woman right there.
All my friends like the same way, and I do the same thing for my friends. So that was really be pushing me. You know what I'm saying? To just be the best me I am, for real. Every day, nobody gonna let me slack off. So I ain't gonna let my friends slack off. So that's where we are. You know what I'm saying? We have our little disagreements here and there, but at the end of the day, you know, we saying we all love each other, and that's what all this shit really means for real.
So you feel like to have like just a good business in general, you think that relationships is like probably one of the most important parts?
100%. Like that. I mean, other than the product, you know what I'm saying? Because the product is what people be coming to you for, but a lot of the time, some of the clients just be coming to have a conversation with us, even though they're recording the song.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, like, the relationship can be a product after a certain point. Like,
facts.
I've been hearing people saying, like, yo, like, y'all gotta, like, stream what y'all be doing. Like, y'all gotta just vlog, like, just post content. Because, like, people like y'all, bro. And I was like, you don't really realize the type of impact you have on people until, like, you sit back and really take a step back and you're not there.
No, you're right. You're right. 100%. But relationships definitely play a key part because it's just like how you treat people. Really, to me, that's how I view you. It's like how you treat people. So it's like if you always treat people fucked up, I'm gonna think you a fucked up person. But if you got, you know what I'm saying, like you don't always gotta be nice. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like it's a thin line between certain situations where you could have been like showing compassion, been nice, rather than being a dickhead. Because sometimes you gotta be a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Be a boss, you gotta be a dickhead. To get where I am, I gotta be a dickhead. But at the same time, like, it's a thin line between being a dickhead and then, like, getting your point across, I guess. Mm-hmm. And that's a big deal in relationships because it's like, people can't get their point across without fucking the relationship up.
Nah, 100%. I feel like that's why a lot of beef and shit be going down right now. Because people just can't properly express how they feel.
Yeah, communication too.
Damn.
Communication, a big thing. But that's like a part that goes into relationship.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess going back more into like beats and stuff, like, what kind of like type beats do you make for, I guess, people that don't know you?
I ain't gonna lie, I really just be making. Lately, I've been making what I like, and what that is like, probably like 2020, I started making endless Detroit beats, but that's like scaled off into just a whole different sound. I can't even put a name to it, bro. I still be making trap beats. I love trap beats. Like that's where I came from. Start making trap beats, but now it's like I'm trying to make some beats that people gonna be able to listen to in the next 5-10 years.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Longevity,
like it's not gonna get played out. It's gonna hit the same when I hear this joint in 2028 as it did when it came out in 2022. 2023.
Facts. I feel like that's what a lot of people are missing nowadays too, though. Just like the genuine, like, I guess, lasting feel for music. Because like music back in the day, there's a reason we still listen to it now.
Exactly.
But like music from like 2016, 2015, for over like 2014 on is really like all that music really stays within the year.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like a new sound every year. Everybody's trying to follow the trends.
Exactly.
But it's gotta be people that set the trends. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And their music be the ones that be long lasting.
But my big thing just be good music, bro. It don't be like no specific. I make a guitar beat, make a Detroit beat, make a beat with just a bass line, or make a sample beat. Just be about like, I just want niggas to be able to play that shit in years to come.
No, facts. I was about to say, do you like prefer to sample more, or like you be like doing like your own shit?
I really prefer to make my own, just because like, I don't know, you get a better feeling, like a gratification when you just make a whole beat from scratch and you like, damn, I did that from scratch.
Nah, for real.
But like sample beats is like, them joints are still beats too. You know what I'm saying? And when niggas rap on them, the public go crazy, everybody go crazy, all the fans. So it's like you still need to make those in our sound and where we are, cause it's like I feel like we're starting to get our own. We're about to get notarized for our own sound out here, and sample beats is gonna be included in them.
100%. Do you think, like, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Like, they said the DMV has probably one of the hardest beats to just generally recreate as your average producer. Would you agree? Or like,
I agree. I mean, we got our own sound. We've been had our own sound since like Go-Go.
Definitely was a,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
interesting time in the Go-Go period.
Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Acquired taste type shit. Like, but not everybody can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't be in Texas trying to make Go-Go. It's not going to hit the same. So can't be like a nigga in Atlanta trying to rap like Gunu or something. It's not going to hit the same as Gunu rapping. Or
no, for real.
Just in general, you know what I'm saying? We got our own sound, so it's just gonna be hard to recreate it in general, like, but I don't know. That's all I got to say for real about that.
So you've been working with this artist named Paco Panama. We recently did an interview with him.
Yes, sir. It's my man's for real.
I'd say, how do you feel about that? Like, would you say,
like, I got introduced to Brud through Bundles. You know my man's Bundles.
Shout out back to heaven.
That's like our studio A&R manager, engineer, producer. But he had brought Paco to the studio in like August of 2022. Like, I had met him after he had dropped his first 8,008 grams. And then I've been hit him trying to send him some beats and shit. And you know how some rappers be if they don't know you and shit, they don't really listen to the beats.
Nah, for real.
So when Bundles when Bundles brought him to the studio, that was our first time meeting him and shit. And ever since then, it's been just a genuine like work relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my man's for real. But every time we come to the studio, that should be work. Like, finishing 5 songs in 2-3 hours type shit. Like, first session we made Spawn, Word Around Town. That was in the first session.
What a session.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
And then that's when the Dogfather, the whole concept of that tape came out. I don't even think he had a name for the tape when I first met him, for real. For Dogfather.
Yeah.
But that shit had a pretty cool impact. That shit cool. I be seeing endless people on Instagram. People be like, damn, you made that beat, bro? I be like, yeah. That should be cool.
Nah, for real.
I know we can take that shit to the next level. That shit.
About to say, I've heard some of the unreleased. Like, what's your mindset kind of behind, like, I guess, how you've been like trying to like elevate his sound and your own sound, you know, as a team, I guess, or a duo?
Shoot. It's really just all goes really back to good music, bro. Like, I had him make a song with a singer, Enjae. You know what I'm saying? I had him make a song with her just because I'm like, I just wanted to see what it was going to sound like. Just like on some Ashanti and damn, what's that nigga name?
Nelly?
Yeah, Ja Rule shit. Just like Ashanti on the hook and a nigga rapping on the verse type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a cool song. Y'all should go check it out. It's called Loyalty. It's on her project, Solar.
Luxury?
Luxury. I said loyalty. I meant luxury. Me, you, and Bundles made that beat though.
Nah, for real, that junk crank. Definitely check it out. Luxury, Enjae, tape called Solar. Link in somebody's bio. We'll drop it in the description. Is there any other like big artists that you been working with recently, or that you're like looking forward to working to in the future?
Shoot. I'm looking forward to working with a lot of new artists. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who. Like, it's a lot of new artists I be listening to that's not from the DMV. DMV artists. I mean, I've worked with all the artists I really wanted to out here. Besides, like, maybe Junie and Yin Yang. I be saying their names around the
Yin
studio.
Yang is like the most sneaky crank.
But, like, Big Don Bino, Baby Nino, shit, Big Flock. I didn't get a chance to work with No Savage before he got locked up, but he be cranking fucking No Savage music.
For him.
But that's really it. I mean, I really want, like, it's 49 of the states. That's how I be looking at it. Mm-hmm. It's 49 of the states. Like,
not for real. I guess, like, for, other people, like, how do you handle yourself in those rooms? A lot of people get in those rooms and they get fanned out or they start being weird or something. Like, I feel like there's a reason that you've worked with this many people rather than...
Shit, just being true to myself. You know what I'm saying? And I know the work that I put in. So, and we're all human at the end of the day. We all bleed just like another nigga. So, nobody's bigger than somebody else just because they got some more money. Because all that shit can get taken away in, like, snap of a finger. So it's like, who you are as a person mean more, and all that shit. And like being fanned out is just like, if you know somebody else is a regular person, it's like there's no need to be fanned out. You can respect their craft. You can listen to their music. You could have admired them as a person like your whole life, but being in them rooms is just like you gotta be true to yourself.
Do you feel like you deserve more recognition in the DMV?
I think so. And it'd be like, it don't even be recognition. It'd just be like, I want all my credit. You know what I'm saying? If I make this beat, I want you to let everybody know just like you let somebody else know. When you post somebody else, you know what I'm saying? When you let somebody else know they made this beat.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
It's just like I feel like that is just picking and choosing. Like who you want to promote as a producer. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like, I know I met most of the cameramen out here. So... But I have yet to have like an intro on a video or something like that says I made this beat, and letting all the viewers know that I made this beat, or me and you made this beat, me and Juvie made this beat. Just that, I just be feeling like you just picking and choosing. You can't pick and choose. I don't pick and choose. Like,
not for real.
I can't.
Even then, like, I feel like sometimes like you could even reach out, or at least just like, I don't know, just put it back up there or something.
And then people just gotta do their homework. And just like, if you're gonna say you really like a blogger for the DMV or really paying attention to DMV culture, then you gotta really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been people that's been out here grinding their ass off, working with all your favorite artists and shit, probably recorded tapes, songs, whatever the fuck. In the biggest sessions, you probably seen the pictures on Instagram in our studio. But then when it comes to who made this beat, whose studio is that, it's like a mystery when it comes to us. And I don't really be liking that shit for real.
Do you feel like it could also be like ever so slight branding thing?
Yeah, we're working on that. And that's another thing too, we're working on that. Like, we just got a cool logo, so merch and shit is gonna be all in niggas' faces in due time. The studio been jumping since I met Juvie. You know what I'm saying? We been had the studio jumping. We had one room with three niggas shared one room at one point. You feel me? And we had that joint jumping. Then we went and got our own room. Me and Juvie was sharing a room. Got that joint jumping. Then we like, fuck it, let's get 2 rooms. Then we had our own room for a period of time. Then we got our own building. So it was like, But all in that, we just now came up with like a name for the we had a name for the studio probably like 2 years ago. We just now got a logo. So it's like baby steps, I guess, but we should be moving faster. It's cool though.
What would you say kind of goes into, I guess, making sure that you were like, because, you know, that's not easy, bruh. Like, real talk, if we want to be real for a second, like, there aren't a lot of people out here that can stay that consistent and stay afloat as a, you know, musician anywhere at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did that, I guess, like, how did you go about that?
Just really got to put them hours in. And then, like, when you confident in your work and you know that the work you put in is the work you're going to get out. And then we was talking about earlier relationships. And when you tie those two in together, it's like people just always going to keep coming back. For real, for real. And then we set ourselves apart because we're great producers and we're great engineers. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people can't even say they do both jobs at like an efficient level. Like, me and bro so confident we can go to any studio and wherever the fuck, Atlanta, Cali, Texas, and set up shop and be confident and have no problems, you know what I'm saying? But that's just like the work we put in. And it's like, can't nobody tell us, we take advice from people, but it's like, can't nobody tell us we doing the wrong thing. Because we've seen that this shit been working for so long.
No, for real. So, like, was it difficult to, I guess, build your skill set as an engineer?
100%. Like, I mean, it wasn't difficult. It would have been way harder if I started from scratch and I didn't meet Juvie. Like, 100%. Like, bro, he's like a big brother to me type shit. But he used to be waking me up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, bro. Come mix this song with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'd be shit like that. I never
for a mix,
like, just to mix a song, bro.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Then I probably sit through like two of his sessions, but I just be paying attention. So then when it was my time, it was my time. It was like no looking back from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when it was my time, we went and got our own room. And it was like, all right, bro, you got to do your sessions, bro, because you got to pay your half of the rent or your portion of the rent. So I had to figure that shit out. I still had help. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that. But like getting clients to come back and reaching out to clients and doing all this shit to keep you busy as a businessman, shit like that. I really had to just figure it out for real.
Do you think it's the same for every person? Like,
nah, everybody got a different journey.
I guess
like the same shit won't work for everybody, but it's like if you come into like this world, I know we got the blueprint for a nigga that's gonna work for him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But
I mean, it's not really even a lot, bro. It's really just like niggas gotta know who you are and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And what you're offering. Cause there was a point in time, bro, I used to post like just straight music videos of songs I produced, and niggas used to DM me like, how much you want for a video? You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just like, niggas didn't know what I was doing for real. I would say like in the caption, proud by me, but if niggas ain't really doing their homework and shit and like really clicking on that joint, they just see straight video, they gonna think I'm a cameraman. If I'm not reaching out to niggas.
I was about to say, you feel like people be like gatekeeping? Like,
gatekeeping how?
Y'all like gatekeeping like your stew, bruh. Or like, just like withholding information or withholding like sharing that extra piece of information that you produced it, like pinning that as the comment or like, you know, making it known that, you know, people can really, so that people know it's you, for real. And that it's, you know, your team.
I mean, niggas be picking and choosing, but I ain't gonna lie. At a certain point in time in the future, it's gonna be a point in time where they can't pick and choose anymore. I don't know when that time is, but we working to that now, to where everything we do and say is like undeniable. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought about it. So like, would you say like your clients and stuff gatekeep you all to like hide you off from the world? Kind of like that Drake, kind of like that Drake situation.
I mean,
where Drake did Adonis.
I clients be fucking with us heavy. Like I ain't gonna say they be gatekeeper because I really be thinking like most of our clients be promoting us as much as best as they can. I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of them, like them niggas be fucking with us. Like that's why we fuck with our clients, and that's why we got so many return clients. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really like genuine relationships, bro. So like the niggas that a lot of niggas don't know, but we still post their music. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas be like, yeah, bro, I just told my mans about your studio, bro. So it just be like, I don't think our clients really be gatekeeping for real. I think it's just like niggas outside the studio. But the niggas outside the studio that know what's going on, but they be gatekeeping. You feel me?
But they can't get in. Nah, for real.
Just be on some hating shit for real. I know we don't be on no hating shit in this junk. None of us.
Like, name a situation where like this is like where you got to be a boss.
Shit. So as a boss, you got to cut niggas off. Don't matter how hard you fuck with them. Don't matter like how heavy. Like if you think they got like potential as an artist, like sometimes that shit don't matter. Cause I be telling you like that relationships and shit really matter. Cause I had a client do some janky shit at our last studio. And then, but his music was going up. Like all his YouTube videos, he probably dropped like 3 or 4 videos from like a month or two span that got like 20, 30,000 views on YouTube.
That's great.
But then he did that janky shit and I had to cut him off. Like, nah, bro, you can't be my artist. Like, you can't come back to the studio, you're barred. But it was just like, you gotta stand on that shit, bro. Like, bruh still, sometimes, bruh, niggas be trying to hit me up. Come to the studio with other niggas I be knowing and shit, but be like, nah, bro, if you about to come with certain individual, bruh, I can't even let you in the studio type shit. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta just stand on shit like that.
Why?
Cause I feel like if you let a nigga like that back into your world, or like, you know what I'm saying? He's already showed you his true colors. So then it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it probably some bigger shit would have happened, some bigger worse shit would have happened had niggas kept, you know what I'm saying, let him back in the studio. But you gotta just stand on that shit. And look where I am now. Now I'm working with even hotter artists. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So that's just like time. Cause after that, I didn't have nobody to really give beats to, like on a consistent basis that was going to take that joint to a next level. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or like give me a platform to where a lot of niggas are hearing my beats now. Mm-hmm. Just gotta wait your time sometimes though.
Nah, facts. And I do actually want to point that out. Like, shout out Paco because like out of like most of the artists that I've seen, he does shout you out like a lot. Like, shout out to the artists that like, you know, take care of their, you know, creators and stuff.
They producers, facts. They producers, engineers, they cameramen, all that shit, bro. Like, cause they taking care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Not for real. When you think about it, like, granted, like, the artist, like, has the, you know, bars and stuff, but, like, everything around it is the vision of the creators as well. You know, cause they really have to put it together.
Fact. Like, making the beats, making sure they sound good.
Like, making their video look sweet.
The cameramen got to put the treatments together, making the videos look sweet. Like, they just be telling their vision. Like, bro, can you make a beat like this? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Paco don't even ask me to do shit like that. But, like, other artists be like, bro, can you make a beat like this? I need this type beat. Or just certain shit like that. But when you make that shit happen, I think they be taking that shit for granted sometimes.
Nah, for
but,
real.
like, artists like Paco, like, you know what I'm saying? There's other artists out there that, you know what I'm saying? Big Don Bino, he been working with Juvie, but some simple shit like sending splits over. You ain't have to do that. I ain't even ask him to send some splits over on the song. He just did that just because, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I appreciate that shit because that's going to help us all get to the next level.
Thanks.
But because what creates like this little producer artist battle when niggas don't like each other just comes from like niggas don't be getting paid for real. Artists be getting paid off their music, but then like we be working our asses off day in and day out, making beats, making templates, on you know what I'm saying, on Pro Tools, making sure niggas sound straight.
Nah, you were making a good point though. You were talking about how like just like we really spend day in day out like just working our ass off for people, and then at the end of the day, if we're not getting paid, bro, like
it's gonna cause like
tension, bro.
Exactly.
Like, we do this for a living.
It's just gonna be
it's like
weird.
A weird stigma between rappers and
Facts.
producers, and it'd be unspoken, but producers
Exactly.
think about it, and they go on the internet and shit and talk to each other about it. Rap niggas.
And be like, I'm not paying that producer.
I got y'all know what the fuck going on and shit. See you put it in your story, beats for so and so, and then ask you for a free beat immediately. It's like
the fuck? You're not even taking me. You're not even taking my craft seriously. Like niggas be like, can't you just make a beat? Like, what you mean? Can't I just make a beat?
You mean?
Can't you just rap and record yourself? Like,
no, for real. I was about to say, bro.
Make it sound good.
I want to see an artist really like try to be the full self-sufficient package, bro. Like I don't even see any like
some artists really do. Some artists really be recording themselves. Some artists record themselves and making their beats and shit.
Mm-hmm. Even then though, like you still gotta promo. You gotta reach out to other people.
Facts.
Like you require other people to be successful in like any field. So like when rappers, not even just rappers, just artists act like they don't have to pay people. It's like, what's up with you, bro?
It's also your energy and your input impacts the session. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And the relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
What you said at the beginning.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It's just gonna make it weird. You know what I'm saying? Like tensions, a weird stigma, all that shit, bro. And it's like unnecessary. All you gotta do is pay the producer his half for his song that he worked his ass off to make that beat and give that joint to you for free. You know what I'm saying?
Not for real.
A split is nothing for real. And then if he sell that joint, you know what I'm saying? Pay what you owe.
Not for real.
Simple as that.
It's
not even that difficult for real. But nigga just be making it like harder than what it seems. And then it turns into a bigger problem than what it is.
Not for real. And I was just thinking about it, like some of those songs could like really be like someone's like best part of their life. Like you would never even know like that producer could have like really worked his ass off for the last 10 years just to get that one placement.
Fact.
And like you just
yeah, that should be. Some niggas work 10 years and don't get placements.
Not for real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So then if year 15, nigga, when they do get that placement and they don't get a split, and then they mad at the artist, but then niggas acting like the producer tripping, how's he tripping?
Facts.
He waited his whole life for that damn near. I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? But just like...
Not for real. Life is short.
Exactly.
That's it.
And the shit is all a business too, so it's like nobody gonna give you a beat for free and not expect something in return.
That's a really good point. Like straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. I don't even know what to say after this.
Look at me shit for free. I don't know you, nigga.
Damn. I mean, just said stuff. Not for real. Try not to cuss. Man. I mean, like, I guess other than that, you know, is there anybody that you want to shout out? You know?
Shit. Shout out my whole team. Shout out who I own this building with, Juvie, the producer. Shout out Face God, who's behind the mic right now. Shout out my man Art by 4K. Shout out Queen, studio manager. Shout out Shauna Don. He in the room next door. Shout out Don Rondo. Shout out my man Tall Cuz.
My mother.
Tall Cuz.
Shout out Diddy. Shout out OK Kobe. Shout out TK. Shout out 95. My nigga Zoe. Shout out Lou. Shit, that's our track out. Shout out Nay. That's our track out's team right now. I'm not leaving nobody out, am I?
Directed by Foe.
Directed by Foe. Oh, Bundles. Bundles.
My dog.
It's his girl's birthday today. Ain't he about to have a baby? You know what I'm saying? We just had his baby shower the other day. Kicking it with the...
Real deal family shit, man.
But shit, shout out my mother. And shout out my brother. My oldest brother, for real. You know what I'm saying? And shout out all my other niggas that be keeping it real with me on a day-to-day basis. Be like, you know, just checking up on me, see how I'm doing and shit.
No, for real. Making it happen. Shout out Coltcaine. Appreciate you for, you know, popping out.
My boy. Interview. You already know. Appreciate you for having me.
Now, for real, man.
Yeah.
shit jumping out the pop like Barry Bonds. I came up on that side street selling coke and heroin. Keep your circle small, niggas will find something to tell on. Stay consistent with the shit, you miss a day, your sales gone. Yeah, up the hill, nigga. Somewhere chillin' with my junkie. Just finished fucking with that powder. Shit got my clothes funky. In the kitchen, wrist spinning. I won't tell you how we did it, but I can tell you that we winning. Give a fuck about a critic. Go ask auntie, I'm committed. I'm still a